And we're taking by Inactus under their banner as their environmental sustainability project. So what we do is we have established a on-campus composting system where we collect organic waste from different vendors across the campus. First, we started small, right? We started in Riddell Center, and we started collecting compost from Henderson's Cafe, and now we have extended our organizational partnerships with Extreme PETA as well. So before we were only collecting coffee grounds, but now we're also collecting vegetables and pretty much anything that can go into our giant composter back then. So a little bit of statistics about us. Over the past, just more than a little bit half a year, we have collected almost 5,000 pounds of raw waste of compost, and it did not go into landfill. So the U of R does have that much environmental sustainability movement, but once we came in, we feel like we have really started something at the U of R, and eventually we want to put the U of R on the map on a campus on Canada as a green campus, because we don't really have much. And this is one of the first times which we actually have got something started. Anyways, let's keep moving on here. So now you're thinking, what is composting? Why do we need compost? And why do we not want anything going to landfill? Well, as you know, landfills are really bad for any city, actually. It's a way for cities to deal with their waste production, right? But then right now, landfills are getting crowded because so many people are throwing away so much garbage, and landfills can produce a lot of toxins, toxic waste, such as particulate. They can leak into our groundwater, they can contaminate our groundwater. They release a lot of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, especially methane, right? And methane is 20 times more potent than carbon dioxide. So that's why I think every pound of waste that we don't put in landfills is a win for our human society. Anyways, so let's keep going. As we'll see a bit of statistics here. So it's stats about our organization, as I've explained earlier. We partnered up with our park and Leo about a month ago. And as soon as we heard about the gardens, we were really interested to form a partnership. And we're also very excited that we actually have 2 composters out in the garden as well. As soon as we heard about that, we actually started doing summer compost on campus a month ago. And at the end of this workshop, we'll actually take you outside to take a tour of the garden, and you will actually see some real compost being done on campus in the 2 composters. It's actually coming really well. I'll save that for last. But yeah, let's keep going. All right, so now I want to talk a little bit about what actually is compost, what is soil. So we know that plants grow in soil. You plant a seed, it grows up into a plant. Soil is pretty much a mixture of sediments, minerals. It's a way to actually keep the minerals inside soil for the seeds to use, right, as it grows into plants. Soil, it will help hold phosphorus, nitrates, stuff like that for plants to grow, essentially. So compost is adding organic waste into soil, and then when microorganisms break down all the organics, it adds nutrients into the soil, right? So composting is like a natural fertilizer, as you can say, right? We don't need to buy it from the stores. We just throw in some watermelon, and then over time, microorganisms and bugs will break it down, and all the nutrients from it will be added to the soil in a very natural way. Let's keep going. All right, but yeah, so here are some statistics. Back in 2009, right, we